What if I told you that the mystery of the box, as seen at the end of Five Nights at Freddy's 4, the one that has puzzled the community for more than a decade, and the one that Scott said is best left forgotten forever, actually has an answer? When this game's emotional themes, visual storytelling, and the franchise's established rules about souls and objects are combined, a single clear explanation emerges: the toy box theory. Today, theorists, we're opening the box. Hey everyone, Bombit here and welcome to today's theory. Much like a terrified child clutching a Fredbear plush, this show's been holding on to the FNAF lore for dear life since 2014. You better strap in for this one, it's big, even bigger than the list of Fazbear Entertainment's crimes. Today, we're diving into the toy box theory, dare I say, solved explanation for what's inside the infamous box at the end of FNAF 4. A box that Scott teased, hid, and then taunted us with for over a decade. And the wild thing is, the answer isn't in FNAF 1, 2, 3, the novels, or even Security Breach. It's been in FNAF 4 all along. You just had to look at the toys. And the FNAF 2 movie trailer. Chapter 1. Overview. Throughout the minigames of Five Nights at Freddy's 4, the crying child is isolated, terrified, ignored by everyone, and bullied by his brother like he's starring in a commercial for emotional damage. So who does he turn to? His toys. That's right, his stuffed toys. These plushes are the crying child's only friends, especially psychic friend Fredbear. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Who you gonna call? Psychic friend Fredbear. They monitor him, talk to him, give him advice, and are his only escape from the horrors around him. Remember those lines? You are broken. We are still your friends. Do you believe that? I will put you back together. These aren't prep talks from Mr. Dad Afton or a mystery spirit talking. These are the literal toys speaking. They are the main focus of the screen. The game frames these plushes as the most emotionally significant things in his life. And this is important. Emotion, especially agony, in FNAF is usually the first step towards something supernatural. It's not just in the games either. In the FNAF 2 movie trailer, we see Vanessa taking toys out of the FNAF 4 box. These, in the movie, appear to be William's trophies that he took from the kids he murdered. But more importantly, it is Scott pushing us in the right direction. The toys are in the box! Chapter 2. The Power of Agony. Enter Fazbear Fright, everyone's favourite part of the FNAF homework. In nearly every story, toys, plus emotional energy or agony, equals something paranormal. In Fetch, it's a robotic dog that acts on supernatural leftovers. 1:35 AM, it's a doll powered by fear and agony. In the flesh, agony transforming objects. In other words, toys can hold consciousness and soul fragments, and agony. And what does the crying child do throughout FNAF 4? He clings onto these plushes like they're literally emotional life support. He talks to them, he cries with them, he pours every ounce of fear he has into them. And in the FNAF universe, that matters. That leaves a mark. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. These plushies aren't just comforting him, they're absorbing every traumatic moment that he experiences, especially Psychic Friend Fredbear. Chapter 3. Psychic Friend Fredbear is alive? If emotional energy, or agony as the FNAF books call it, can give life to objects, then Fredbear Blush is Exhibit A, because this sucker does not obey the rules of reality. He talks, he moves, he appears in places that he shouldn't. He gives cryptic lore hints like he's some kind of possessed Build-A-Bear who sniffed too much Fazgoo. This guy is an XP farm for agony. This is not a toy, this is an object that is practically alive. Something is giving life to it, and the simplest answer is the crying child's own agony leaking into it. Chapter 4. The Soul Shatters. Now, let's talk about the death scene. Everyone remembers the bite, but people often forget what happens afterward. The crying child fades away, but right before he does, his toys fade first, one by one. This isn't symbolic. It's not some artsy fade to black to add spooky visuals to a scary bear game. No, this is the game showing us visually the crying child's soul is splitting and pieces of it are attaching themselves into the toys. His trauma, agony, memories and literal soul fragments scatter into the plushes that have been absorbing his pain all week or even years. It's the most direct clue Scott ever gave us, and we all missed it. Chapter 5, The Soul Box. Okay, so the crying child's soul has split and attached across his plushes. Cool, creepy, and very on brand for FNAF. So, where did these toys end up? Well, logically the toys get put in a toy box. But not just any toy box, inside a locked toy box. Not a vault, not a chest, not even a safe. A toy box. Because that's where his soul fragments are being stored. That's why the box is locked. Not because Scott hasn't decided the law yet. Not because it's a metaphor. Not because lol trolls get wrecked lols hacks. It's locked because the crying child's story is unresolved. His soul is dangerous. His soul is still experimental. A scientific breakthrough. And opening the box would unleash pieces of a broken child into the world. Of course, Scott said some things are best left forgotten for now. He's literally telling us, hey, there are soul toys in here, don't mess with this yet. This could be William's motivations for sister location. He is experimenting with souls after capturing his son's soul and locking it away. The whole point of the sister location bunker is to store and capture souls. It's perfect! I solved FNAF! Well, maybe. Chapter 6, I will put you back together, finally makes sense. This line is everything. If the crying child's soul is scattered into multiple plushes, then I will put you back together becomes literal. It's a promise that one day, someone or something will gather his pieces. Not metaphorically, not emotionally, actually reunite the fragmented child inside of these plushes. But for that, they have to be kept somewhere. Safe, hidden, locked. Like, I don't know, maybe a toy box? The final conclusion. So here it is, your answer, the truth after all of these years, after more than a decade. The Five Nights at Freddy's 4 box contains the crying child's plush toys, and inside of these plush toys are the fragments of his soul. They absorbed his fear, they fed on his agony, they gained consciousness, and they absorbed parts of his soul at the moment of his death. They are the key to putting him back together, which means the box isn't hiding lore, it's hiding a child, a broken one, waiting to be whole again, almost like the plot of the fourth closet. But hey, that's just a theory.
Hey, you can't do that. You're not MatPat.
A game theory and cut. Okay, but on a serious note, this was a lot of work and I'm really proud of this theory. Guess we will have to see how this holds up once the theory has come out, and hopefully, like the trailer suggests, we'll learn a lot more about the infamous box. Thank you all so much for watching, it really means a lot if you're new around here. Please make sure to like and subscribe for more FNAF videos and lots of gameplay videos and, some more theories. And with all that being said, goodbye!